welcome back to my channel. So last night, Joynomi went live on TikTok and she spilled some major tea. She revealed that Red's bestie is currently pregnant and there's a chance that Red could be the father. So according to Joynomi, she said that Julie told Red that she's pregnant and she doesn't know who the father is. And when she was hooking up with Red on the show, like when they went to the hotel room and hooked up, the whole time she had a boyfriend and she's still with him. So when she first announced her pregnancy on September 13th, she tagged her boyfriend. And then she posted on Facebook, "My baby registry, even though I don't have any friends, I'll care." Joynomi claims she found out Julie is pregnant from Red. And Joynomi was like, "Well, is she pregnant with your kid?" And Red said, "I don't know. Let me reach out to her and ask her." So he ended up texting her and asked her if that's his baby. And she said she can't say for certain. The boyfriend is white, so I think it'll be pretty obvious once the baby comes out who the daddy is, unless there's other dudes that could be potential baby daddies. But Red said when he found out Julie was already 3 months pregnant, and he said that he had messed with her 2 months prior. So it sounds like she was already pregnant when she slept with Red, or her timing could be off, and Red could possibly be the father because it was only a month apart. And sometimes when you're early in your pregnancy, it's hard for them to tell exactly how far along you are. Her baby registry says she has 17 weeks left to go, so she has about 4 months left. And so that means if Red said he found out when she was 3 months pregnant, he just found out within the last 2 months that she's pregnant. And it looks like Red is pretty stressed out that this could possibly be his kid, the way that he was talking to Joynomi. And Joynomi said that he was trying to talk bad about Julie when he found out she was pregnant. He's like, "Well, she's a crackhead. She's a meth head." Well, you're the one that's banging this crackhead, meth head, in a $40 crackhead hotel, according to Joynomi. So I did look into her criminal history to see what kind of past she had. And this is all the charges on her record. It shows that she has a lot of possession charges right here. This is unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia in 2020. She had to start probation in August of 2022, and she has to do 5 years of probation for a possession of a controlled substance charge. And then in 2016, she was busted with possession of a controlled substance. And then back in 2015, she was busted with unlawful use of a weapon after she did a second-degree robbery. And then she was also charged with miscellaneous health and safety, and that was back in 2021. And he's dragging this girl, but you're going to wait to get you some of her as soon as you got the chance to run away from Joynomi. First chance you're hitting up this girl. And can I just take a moment to say this girl is a complete catfish online. This is why I don't trust anybody who filters all their pictures online. Joynomi said when Red was calling her a crackhead, she got mad and she started defending Julie and was like, "Man, don't be dragging her now." And Joynomi said that she decided to make some changes in her life, and she recently decided to get on birth control. And Joynomi also acknowledged, like, "Yeah, here I am talking about Julie, who doesn't know who her baby daddy is, when I don't know who my baby daddy is." And she said she's in the process of figuring that out. She said she's taken some tests, and right now she's trying to get to the bottom of who Soy's father is, but she says it just takes time. Another thing I want to point out is I was watching one of Red's TikTok live clips on Gio's channel, and Red literally said on his TikTok that he told Joynomi while he was locked up that she had a hall pass. She was free to cheat. He just told her, "As long as you just don't get pregnant on me." And yes, she did get pregnant, but I'm tired of hearing Red try to act like a victim on the show when he literally gave the girl permission to cheat. And next I want to talk about Dylan and Marissa. So Dylan is the one who dated Heather in season 3. They're only on like 4 or 5 episodes before she had like a mental breakdown. He ended up leaving her for a while. Dylan and Marissa are constantly fighting. It seems like Dylan doesn't ever go live unless they're getting into it. He wants some evidence in case something happens to him. And on Thanksgiving they got into a big fight because apparently they just got a place together and it's in her name, but he bought everything for the place and he claims he's the one paying the rent. And here's a conversation where she's like, "Dylan, I don't want to get you locked up, but hitting, shoving, and harassing me is illegal." And she's like, "I called the police because you were shoving me in the hallway." And then the police ended up showing up. There were no visible bruises or evidence to show that he did these things. So the police ended up letting him go, but they're like, hey, you gotta take your car and you gotta leave. So he ended up leaving after that, and he was getting on his phone while he was on live and literally calling other females, seeing if they want to hang out. And he revealed while he was on the phone that Marissa was upset because he ended up not coming home one night. And then when he was on the phone with this female, this girl was like, oh yeah, we had so much fun last night. And it's like, okay, that's probably why Marissa's tripping. But then he decided to go back the next day after he swore up and down that he was done with Marissa for good. And then Marissa texted him and said, I just heard you shoot a gun. She says, what are you talking about? I don't even have an effing gun. Then Marissa said, you just tacked on theft. They already know your car by heart. I don't even have to give them the plates. And then Dylan ended up posting where dispatch was called, and it says Marissa called 911. She gave my plate and told them I had a gun. She denied, but here's the call, and she admitted it finally. And then she said, meanwhile, her girl Stephanie is sitting right next to me, acting like she's shocked. She told Marissa where to report my car. Dylan said on his live the other day that he just bought all this new furniture and furnished her place and got a place in her name, which I'm assuming they probably did that because he probably got kicked out of his place because they probably got tired of them calling the cops on each other every single week. Dylan was like, oh, she just uses me and kicks me out so she can still keep up this front like she has everything together and like she has money and furniture when she doesn't have nothing for herself. And he literally kept saying Instagram versus reality. And literally, this is Dylan's Instagram versus reality. They both just put on fronts on the gram. So on Thanksgiving, Dylan posted Marissa's latest stunt. She told the police that I hit her. Good thing I didn't. And then he said, I walked up to my apartment and Marissa's outside with 2 police officers. One of them has been here before when she tried to tell the police I wanted to unalive myself. This time, she told them I hit her, but there's 0 marks on her, so of course they let me go. And then Dylan shared these text messages. So first he sent a conversation that Marissa was having with someone else where she was talking about how she's planning to leave Dylan, but she had to be smart about it. And she claimed that Dylan had emptied out her bank account hundreds of times. So she's like, I just need to get everything, the cats, and just leave all in a day. So Dylan says, don't forget, you introduced me as a crackhead who paid your bills, Marissa. Give me no love. You talk to other people and you've been using me. It's clear. And Marissa says, using you? Please, Dylan, when I go out with you, I'm settling for less. If I go out with anyone else, I would be spoiled. Anyways, go hit up Elle and go link. I'm going to have someone come over and get my coochie ate and feet rubbed. And I think that Elle she's referring to is probably that girl that Dylan was out with all night when he didn't go home. Did anyone else see the OF video he posted to his stories? I didn't initially see it, but then people kept commenting on it on my recent Instagram post when I posted the next story we're going to take a look at. And finally someone sent it to me in my DM. So he was promoting his OF with this video, and in this video he literally posted it to his stories, and he's holding Marissa upside down as he's eating her out, and he's got like her head blocked off so you can't see her going down on him, but you can see him going down on her clearly in the video. And I was just shocked. I was traumatized after I saw that. And then he got mad after she threatened to have someone else come over and eat her kitty cat. So he posted this video of her going up to some girl's car and smashing out her windows and pouring cockroaches in her car and running off with a ski mask with another girl. Then not only are you doing this BS, but you're filming yourself committing a crime? Like, what is wrong with this girl? And then these are conversations she had with this girl where she's talking about pulling up and breaking out this girl's windows. And this girl's like, let me know if I should slide. She's like, I got it unless you want to. She's like, no, if you got it, we're good. And then after they did it, she's like, yeah, I did it. Ski mask, baby. Then the other girl said, how's she trying to get the videos? How does she know there's a video? And somehow she found out they record a video of them doing it. And apparently, according to these text messages, she put a tracker on this girl's car so she was able to locate her car and find it so she could smash out her windows. And here they are talking about putting the tracker on there and finding it. I'm assuming that Dylan and Marissa have already made up and they're probably back together again because he ended up deleting all these messages and videos off his phone. I ended up getting a screen recording of the video of Marissa smashing out this girl's car windows, and it's on my Instagram if you haven't already seen it. But in the video, Dylan is literally looking at it on her phone and he's recording it from his camera. And you can hear Marissa in the background questioning why he's recording this video. And she's like, "You're just going to use this to blackmail me with." And Dylan was like, "No, I'm trying to keep this as evidence in case you decide you're going to smash out my car windows one day." So when Dylan posted this and he said, "These girls, I think it's funny. They're stabbing people's tires, they're breaking in houses, they're busting out windows, then playing the victim and calling the police, knowing that the men they're dealing with have already done the time for their mistakes and trying to use fear to manipulate them financially, emotionally, and ruthlessly. This has been an ongoing plot for months. LOL, it's okay." And I'm just shocked that neither one of them have done any serious harm to each other, because it seems like they're constantly having another explosive argument at least once a month. They just need to break up. They're way too toxic for each other. They bring out the absolute worst in each other, and they're playing a dangerous game, and they look like they could be brother and sister, and that's just weird. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything we talked about in the comments below. Make sure you check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com. You can get lashes as low as $2, lash glue as low as $3, lip gloss as low as $4, with my Cyber Monday deals going on right now. So make sure you don't miss those deals while they're going on. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.